Okay, welcome back to NerdVine, where we are going to do some tongue twisting around both bubbles, wine, and Gewurztraminer. So yes, like I said, a little bit of a tongue twister. Don't let it intimidate you. We take wine one sip at a time. We take this word one syllable at a time. So let's go. Gewurztraminer. Gewurztraminer. I've also been listening to this fabulous audiobook course called Understand the World of Wine by Brian Wheaton. First of all, the book's a hoot. Second, it's a complete knowledge dump, so I'm just like everywhere. And he's also British, so he calls it Gewurztraminer. I think Gewurztraminer. Yes, that's how he says it. So it really threw me the first time. So anyway, good old Gertie Gewürzi. I've literally never called this wine Gertie Gewürzi before, so I don't even know where my brain is. Gewurztraminer. Whilst a very German word, maintains its most famous AOC in Alsace. So if you're not a history buff or like a geography buff, I couldn't stand either of them really before I got into wine. But Alsace is right on the German-French border. I should have grabbed a map, but I didn't, so you can just look it up. So there has been a lot of war. So Alsace belonged to France, and Germany, and France, and Germany. It's gone back and forth. Alsatian, while technically not a full-fledged language, is a very developed dialect that is largely unintelligible to German or French speakers. So it's pretty cool in and of itself, and then Gewurztraminer is pretty cool. So you know how we all have that like one friend who always somehow smells like this delicious, decadent combination of like fruity, floral, sweet, spicy. I keep buying sample packs of perfume from Sephora trying to like get a signature scent. Anyway, Gewurztraminer, that's the friend. So just saunters in, absolutely nailing it. So you will initially get notes of lychee. If you've never had lychee, think strawberry, watermelon, rose, and then go treat yourself to something lychee flavored or lychee fruit itself. It's so good. And then you'll also get some rose, followed by some citrusy notes of grapefruit and tangerine. And then you'll think to yourself like, oh my gosh, what's this little like spicy note? Is this a little ginger? Yes, and I freaking love ginger, so I'm super obsessed when I get a good Gewurztraminer that has that strong ginger finish. I'm getting so excited. Okay, so I think I have a couple bottles in the basement, and I might be getting them out soon. But today we'll be a little off kilter. Anyway, if you're nervous about the ginger and you're like, I don't really like gingery things, I still urge you to give it a shot, and just think of the ginger as like a warming spice that complements a sweet dessert. Kind of the way cinnamon does, except this isn't cinnamon. Speaking of spice, though, so I was bringing this over earlier. I must have really liked this Trevery Cellars Sparkling Demi-Sec Gewurztraminer when I tasted it, because I bought two of them. The last one I had was not great in terms of the sweetness. Like, yeah, I know it says Demi-Sec, and yes, I know I still owe you a video on the different sweetness levels, and Demi-Sec is 32 to 50 grams of sugar per liter. We're getting to that video. But we drank it, and obviously I was like, how am I going to get through the next one? Like, this is too sweet for me. I'm not going to throw it out. That's ridiculous. So this time, we ordered Indian food for the specific purpose of having this little bubbly baby. I should have gone higher on the butter chicken spice, so amp up the spice if you can tolerate it, because that sort of was a moot experiment. But the samosas were spicy, and the way this complemented them was incredible. You don't have to have a Demi-Sec to do this with Gewurztraminer. It's truly just a great wine for spicy foods. The floral aromatics and the fruits really express fairly sweetly, even in the still non-sweetened versions. So if you're wanting to bump up some Moroccan food or add some spicy cheddar jack or pepper-infused cheese to your cheese boards, you want to, I don't know, maybe chorizo? I might actually go with that. Try some spicier jams like the apple jalapeno. I'm actually just really focused on food right now, so let's get back to the wine. Basically, if you have not yet tried this sassy, spicy sipper, I encourage you to take a gander at your local wine shop or liquor store or wherever you are legally allowed to buy alcohol. If you don't see one from Alsace, that's not a deal breaker. This one's from Washington State. So Italy makes some up north on the border with the Alps. Those can be a little crisper with some hints of minerality if you want to go that route. And then, besides that, obviously the U.S., like I said, Washington State, I believe Moldova, again, which I swear we just talked about, and, of course, Germany. If you forget the pronunciation when you're looking for it at the store or ordering it at a restaurant, remember, life is way too short to take ourselves seriously. So long as you end up getting the wine and enjoying yourself, anything is a good excuse for a laugh, even mispronouncing the name of this wine. So until next time, my friends, go try something new and stay nerdy.